Let's bring it. I see a veteran up in here, man. MJ. Let's bring in my good friend, man. How you doing, brother? I know you got a lot to say about Scam. I know you
What
got
up,
a lot to say.
man? That's his name, Dorman Scam. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I hate to tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan.
Got these
Tell me,
poppers
bro.
going
As a
crazy.
Laker,
Nigga, I'm the
you
man.
guys gotta stop thinking of mediocre.
I sent your girl a message, said I
The
see you
dude,
when I
now
can.
y'all the guy on one channel, they say
She sent me one
the
back,
players are
but I ain't
trash
never read it.
on his one channel.
Cause pussy's only pussy.
He's talking about you
I
right
get it
now,
when I
the
need
locker
it.
room. He said all the players are trash.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, Big Tone. I had to fall back from your boy, man, the locker room, man.
Man, I went up tell you, I've been telling you,
Running through
you
the
ain't want to
six
listen.
with my
Nah,
wife.
it's not that I
is a
didn't.
true,
Count
that boy
money,
is a
Yo,
you
two-way
know
player,
how it
bro.
goes.
He's the
a
only nigga
two-way player.
he's a two-way player, bro. He's the only nigga that keep LeBron picture up no matter what he
Two-way
talk
player.
about.
Pray to real live
Yo,
forever,
Big
man.
Tone, the dude was talking.
Pray
Like,
the
my thing
fakes
is,
get
anytime you
exposed.
beat him in a debate, he always got a condescending narrative,
Of course.
Pray to
oh,
real
you
live
guys don't know
forever, man.
basketball and all of this shit. So I'm
Pray
like,
the
all right, well,
fakes
debate me
get
then. He
exposed.
like, oh, nobody debates. We just fans. Our debates don't matter. And I'm like, so why the fuck you got a show called The Smoke Show?
Shut your
Like, it's
bitch
just
ass
too
up.
much of moving the goalposts for me. And it's like, I just did basketball talk. I ain't talk about none of the extra corny shit he was doing, but
I
just
told you,
basketball talk. When it came down to basketball content, I was whooping his ass.
bro.
And he got disrespectful. He got disrespectful to somebody on my panel, so I stopped fuck with him. You know how I know it was bad? He came all the way. He came to my Facebook. Like, I never seen nobody go from like
Right.
look sorting somebody out on Facebook from
You heard his
YouTube.
feelings. You heard his
Like,
feelings.
bruh,
Yeah.
I went
That's
to his
crazy.
page. He kept calling. He kept putting my picture. I said, yo, you keep putting my picture up. Because he like to make my soundbite part of his show. I never seen nothing like this where somebody that's a different blogger on a different screen takes your soundbite and DJs your shit. Like, he's like a fucking DJ.
I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, man, we are back, folks. We are back, man. We got to get into it, folks. We got to get into it again, man. You know, I've been on social media. You know, we've been kicking up dust over on Twitter, folks. You know, I saw, you know, Chris Paul, folks. You know, as you guys can see by the title of the show, he absolutely violated Luka Doncic, folks. He absolutely violated him. So we're definitely going to get into that. Also, Kevin Durant, folks. You know, Kevin Durant's got to be listening to the show at this point, man, because he had some comments about, you know, Black American players, and it ruffled some feathers, folks. It definitely ruffled some feathers. And yeah, I jumped in the conversation on Twitter, and you know, the whites, they're definitely upset at me, folks. They're coming for me on Twitter, so I'm definitely going to show you guys that here in a second. But we got to get into what they had to say, what Chris Paul had to say about Luka Dookie, folks. Now, I told you guys, okay, the worst thing that happened to Luka Doncic in this whole ordeal was getting traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Why? Well, folks, you're playing now on the biggest stage in the NBA, which is next to LeBron James, right? So when you combine playing on the Lakers and playing with the greatest player the sport has ever seen, right? Well, basically what that means is now every game is basically a playoff game, right? Now every game is a playoff game, okay? So what happens is, and we saw the same thing with Russell Westbrook. What happens is now, see, when Russ was in OKC, when Russ was in Houston, Washington, you know, he could turn the ball over, right? He could have these boneheaded, you know, plays and you know, he could do all that stupid stuff, right? He could do all that in Washington. Nobody cares, right? It's the Wizards. But when he came to the Lakers, all of his low IQ, right, dumbass decision making, all that stupid shit he was doing, folks, it got magnified playing next to LeBron James and playing on the Los Angeles Lakers, right? So, obviously, folks, Laker fans could only tolerate it for so long, and then the next thing you know, Russell Westbrook was out of Los Angeles, right? Russ only stayed here for about a year and a half, folks, if you guys remember. He wasn't here very long. He was only here about a year and a half. Folks, I believe the same thing right now is happening to Luka Doncic. In my opinion, folks, the way that I'm seeing people flip on Luka, and I'm talking about there's a lot of people starting to flip, folks. A lot of people been complaining about Luka, his style of play, always complaining to the referees, always bitching and crying about foul calls and things of that nature. I'm going to be honest, folks. I think this is Luka's last little run. I'm going to be real. I think this is Luka's last little run as a Laker this year. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with you guys. And shout out to the caller that called in the other day. He really kind of made me think about this in a different, perspective. But it makes perfect sense if you actually think about it. Because who traded for Luka to begin with? That would have been the old regime. That was Rob Pelinka, and obviously he answers to Jeannie Buss. Well, folks, Jeannie Buss has sold the team to Mark Walter, right? Mark Walter is basically clearing house. He's already gotten rid of the Buss brothers. And then last week, I don't know if you guys know, but the Lakers got rid of Tim Harris. Let me show you guys. Give me 1 second. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Let me show you guys what happened, folks. Because I know a lot of you guys might not have saw what happened. So yeah, this is 6 days ago. Let me show you guys this. Let me make sure we got all of our tabs closed out. Okay, no freaky tabs are open, folks. Okay, we're good.
You a freaky frog!
We got all our tabs closed out. Okay, good. We don't want to get in any trouble. So let me show you guys what happened last week, folks. Lakers president of business operations, Tim Harris, is leaving after this season, right? Okay. I don't know what happened there, folks. Now, if you guys remember, let me show you this clip of Magic Johnson, because he had an issue with Tim Harris. And Tim Harris was a part of the reason why Magic Johnson stepped down. Now, I want you guys to take a listen to this.
Does Magic Johnson feel betrayed, and if so, by whom?
Well, I think if you're going to talk betrayal, it's only with Rob. But again, I had to look inside myself, right? But I had been doing that for months because I didn't like that Tim Harris was too involved in basketball. He's supposed to run the Laker business, but he was trying to come over to our side. Jeannie's got to stop that, right? You got to stop people from having those voices, Molly, you talked about. It's too many people at the table. Mm-hmm. And so what happens, everybody gets to share their opinion, and it's so much information coming at her that then when I say, hey, we have to do this, she can't make a decision because they said, no, don't go the way Magic go. You should go left.
Other people already got
right.
to her in the back of her mind, yeah.
So her love for those
Shut
people,
your bitch ass up.
those people often caused us to not make the right choice, or there's no decision, Max. And so I said, listen, you can't run a corporation like this. You can't have everybody think that they can have a voice or opinion about the final decision. That was supposed to be me as the president having that final say.
ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Magic Johnson had to say. This was back in 2019, folks, when Magic Johnson stepped down from the Lakers, right? He singled out two people. He singled out Tim Harris, and he singled out Kobe Bryant's boyfriend, Rob Pelinka. Okay? Those were the two guys that he singled out as the reason why he stepped down. So 6 days ago, right? 6 days ago, the Lakers got rid of Tim Harris. Okay, let me show you guys this. Tim Harris, folks, after 35 years with the franchise, Lakers president of business operations, Tim Harris will reportedly be leaving. Okay? So, Tim Harris, you're done. You're out of there. I don't think this is any coincidence, folks, that Tim Harris is gone. When Mark Walter purchased this team, folks, he's not trying to deal with the old people that were in the building prior to him purchasing the team. And I wouldn't either as a business owner, right? If I own a business, right? Or excuse me, if I buy a business, right? For the most part, I'm going to want to bring in people that I'm familiar with, right? That I know. All the people that were in the organization prior to me coming here, y'all can go. It's my team now. This is how Mark Walter is approaching this thing, right? And it's funny because I just saw a tweet from Magic Johnson. Let me show you guys his tweet. Let me show you guys his tweet 3 days ago from Magic Johnson. Look at this. Magic Johnson says, I want to congratulate my good friend and former agent, Lon Rosen, on being named president of business operations for the Los Angeles Lakers. So you guys can kind of see, right? Magic, regardless, right, if he has an official position with the Lakers, his hands are all over this rebuild that the Lakers are going through right now. Magic's hands are all over it. The new president of business operations is Magic Johnson's former agent, right? Mark Walter, who purchased the Dodgers, is a co-owner. Magic is a co-owner of the Dodgers with Mark Walter. Magic is the greatest Laker of all time. If you think Magic Johnson is not consulting with Mark Walter on what to do with this team, you are completely misinformed about what is actually going on behind the scenes here, folks. I can see the play from a mile away. And I'm telling you what's going to happen, folks. At the conclusion of this season, Rob Pelinka's ass is out. I'm telling y'all that right now. As soon as the Lakers get clapped up in the playoffs or in the play-in tournament, wherever, Rob Pelinka is done. It is over. Why do you guys think last summer Rob Pelinka gave JJ Redick an extension after only 1 year, and then I think he paid himself as well? Why do you guys think they did that? Because they know once the new ownership comes in, we're out. So we better go ahead and secure some money now. I mean, because think about that for a second, folks. How does JJ Redick mysteriously get an extension after one season in which the Lakers lose in 5 games in the first round? How does that make any sense? Darvin Ham got to the conference finals in 2023 in his rookie campaign. He didn't get no extension. But JJ Redick mysteriously gets him an extension after one mediocre season. You guys didn't pay attention to that, did you? See, that's what I'm saying, folks. You guys got to pay attention to some of this stuff, man. You can see the writing on the wall with a lot of the moves that have been made. You guys didn't find that a little bit fishy? That JJ Redick mysteriously gets a contract extension after one mediocre season? Look at this, folks. Let me show you guys. I found this to be extremely fishy. Lakers coach J.J. Redick signed a 2-year extension in September 2025, securing his position through 2030. The deal, which adds to his initial 4-year contract, brings the total value to approximately $45 million over 5 years. This extension reflects the organization's confidence in him as a long-term leader following a 50-win debut season. I'm not going, Top Fly High. I'm not going. Nobody gets a contract extension after 1 season. I'm not going. They gave him that contract, right? Because they know they're about to be up out of there. So let's go ahead and secure some money now before we sell this damn team. You guys remember when Rob Pelinka signed his deal last year too, right? Or did you guys not pay attention? Look at this. This is last year, April 2025. The Lakers signed GM Rob Pelinka to a multi-year extension. This move ensures long-term stability for the Lakers leadership alongside J.J. Redick following last season. Folks, they know they're on their way out, right? I'm pretty sure Jeannie was telling them they're going to sell the team and all that. You don't just sell a team out the blue, folks, okay? You don't just sell the Lakers and nobody knows anything. I'm pretty sure here's what happened, right? Jeannie probably informed everybody that she's going to eventually sell the team. So she wanted to take care of everybody, make sure these guys got paid. I mean, think about it. All the Bus brothers, didn't they all get like $1 billion payout, folks? They all got like $1 billion each. You don't think she was like, let me take care of Rob, let me take care of JJ? Of course she did. That's what those contract extensions were about last year. Let me take care of you guys before I sell this team away. They know they're all gone after they sold the team. Y'all are all gone. So let's secure some money now. That's what that was about, folks. The writing is on the wall. I'm telling you guys, after this season, Rob Pelinka's out of there. He'll be done. Shout out to Tax the Prophet with the $5 super chat.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
You said I told you Magic wasn't going to let those saltines slime him out of the house he built. I mean, I don't know if you told me, bro. I mean, I might have been said that before you ever even came along, but I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. I mean, the writing was on the wall. I mean, there was no way Rob was gonna just slime Magic Johnson and Magic Johnson wasn't gonna get his lick back. I mean, Magic's not a hoe ass nigga. You know what I mean? We're not gonna let some white boy. Magic's the greatest Laker of all time. I mean, we're not finna let some little white boy slime us out and then we don't slide back. No, we're gonna spin back, man. I mean, listen, niggas done tried me. I'm talking about, I know niggas that have tried me 10 years ago. They think it's over with. No, nigga, I'm sliding back, nigga. I'm sliding back. You gotta have money to go to war. You gotta have money to go to war, folks. They thought it was over. It's a nigga right now that tried me 10 years ago. He played with me 10, 11 years ago. He think it's over. He think I forgot. No, I'm going to get my lick back. I don't care how old. I don't care if I'm 45. You're not finna play with me. Nigga thought it was over with. Nah, nigga, I didn't forget. I didn't forget that shit you did in 2015, pussy. It's all right. I don't care if I'm 45 years old, nigga. I'm getting my lick back. It is what it is. Okay, shout out to Hilltop Shaq. He says, you think Magic comes back if Rob gets fired? Magic is already back, dude. Like I said, it doesn't matter if his position is official. That's what y'all, I guess, aren't understanding. It doesn't matter if he has an official position or not. He is a co-owner with Mark Walter of the Dodgers. They just won the World Series last year. At the podium, right, Magic Johnson was up on the podium dapping up all the Dodger players. He's extremely involved with the Dodgers. If you think he's not about to be extremely involved with the Lakers, you're just not really paying attention. Magic is back. Magic is back. And honestly, folks, now I can really get back on board with the Lakers. Once we get this racist white boy out of here, Rob Pelinka, and we get this I'm not gonna disrespect Jeannie because I like Jeannie, but Jeannie's gotta go. I'm sorry. No disrespect. You can't have a female, right, running an NBA team. You don't know shit about basketball. You don't know anything about being a leader of men. It's just a terrible situation, right? So she's gotta go. As much as I like Jeannie, like I said, her pussy's all over Reddit. She's got a nice pussy, but she's gotta go. Respectfully, you got your money, you got your $1 billion or whatever you got. Like, it's time for you to go sit the fuck down somewhere and let the real niggas run this damn basketball team, okay? So, like I said, God bless Jeannie, but she needed to go. She has to go. Okay, shout out to Will. You said donating for that future Reggie fade. Okay. Appreciate you, man. We got Ernesto. He says a thought owner at that. Exactly. We can't have our owner getting, violated. I mean, she said she was getting groped on at Laker meetings and stuff, at owners meetings and stuff. You can't have this stuff, I mean, they just didn't respect her. The poor lady said she was in line, at a owners meeting waiting to get some food, and then some dude she said some dude like just grabbed her butt from behind. It's like, come on, man, we can't have you here, man. You're a liability, man. Like, you gotta go. Nobody respects you. It's just a bad situation. So like I said, God bless Jeannie. I love Jeannie, but she's gotta go. It is what it is.
They're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron joining the team. So, there was some unrest and some uneasiness, and I just think those are troublemakers that they don't get it. I think Los Angeles is going to be very proud of the way that LeBron will represent the Lakers team, and they're going to fall in love with him too.
Shut your bitch ass up!
So like I said, God bless Jeannie, folks. It's time for her to go, okay? You can go back to thotting around on Playboy like you were doing in the 90s, okay? You're going to have plenty of time on your hands now to go show your pussy on Playboy. Okay, so now that we're done with that, folks, let's get into what Chris Paul said. Now, like I told you guys, okay, this whole situation, it's probably the worst situation. Now, if you guys remember, before we get into what Chris Paul said, let me talk about this situation with Luka Doncic for a second. Now, if you guys don't know, because a lot of you guys don't know the backstory of the Luka trade, right? Initially, what happened was obviously Nico Harrison, he was over Luka Doncic, right? He was absolutely over the dude. The reports came out last year. We talked about it last year. They said this dude was drinking sweet tea and lemonade, during halftime. They said the dude was just fat after the finals run. He came in the next year, was fat, out of shape, just didn't really show any sort of like dedication to the craft and to the sport, right? So Nico grew increasingly frustrated with Luka, and it got to the point where Nico was like, you know what, fuck this dude, right? Like, we're gonna trade him. Okay, so what Nico did was he shopped Luka quietly, right? So the first team that the Mavericks inquired about was the Milwaukee Bucks. They wanted Giannis. They called Milwaukee. Milwaukee said no. We're not trading you Giannis for Luka. We're good. Okay? They then call Minnesota. Minnesota says no. We're not trading you Anthony Edwards for Luka. Right? You know what's funny to me? We had Trayvon call in last night. Shout out to Trayvon. It's my guy. It's funny to me how Laker fans run around with this narrative and they're like, oh, well, the Lakers had to do this deal. You do this deal 7 days out of the week. Twice on Sundays, right? That's the narrative Laker fans run with. That you just had to do this deal. But they called Milwaukee and Milwaukee said no. They said no. And Milwaukee isn't the Lakers, folks. They don't have 17 titles. They're not in a glamour market, right? And they said no. Same thing with Minnesota. Minnesota isn't the Lakers. They don't have 17 championships. And even they said no. The reason why Luka got traded to the Lakers was because Milwaukee didn't want him, and neither did Minnesota. So Nico then calls the Lakers. That was the third team he called. And Rob Pelinka obviously accepted the deal, not understanding that there was a reason why Nico wanted to trade this dude in the first place. Rob Pelinka didn't care about the red flags that Luka came with. Like, for me personally, right? When I meet a new chick and we start talking, right? I want to know your history, okay? I do. This shit is like a fucking credit score. I need to know your dating history, right? I was just out in LA a couple weeks ago. Met this chick on Hinge, right? Fine ass, Latina chick, big ass titties, fat ass booty, right? She looked good. She was 29 though, right? That's a little bit, a little bit too old for me. But nonetheless, I said, you know what? She looks good. Let me see what she's talking about, right? So me and this chick starts talking. She tells me, she's been in a 7-year relationship and, she's been in like another multi-year relationship, all this shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Like, just in my head, I just personally, with all due respect, I wouldn't want to start a relationship with a 29-year-old. Just me personally, You're kind of jaded at that age. You're looking to settle down. You've been fucked out already, right? So I'm good, right? I was good. Just me personally, I'm good. I just didn't want to do it, chat. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to do it, right? That's just me personally. I just didn't want to do it. In my mind, I didn't tell her that, but in my mind, I'm like, nah, I'm good on this. I would have fucked her. Don't get me wrong, right? I would have definitely taken her on a trip to Pound Town for sure, right? We could have definitely went on a trip to Pound Town, but would I have wifed her? Would I have considered wifing her? Probably not, right? Probably not. You meet a chick, and I've met so many chicks, bro, especially in this day and age. You meet a chick, chicks like, oh yeah, I do OnlyFans, or I've done OnlyFans. Okay, well, immediate red flag. I can't wife you. I don't want to wife you, right? Respectfully, I don't want to wife a chick that did OnlyFans, right? That's just me, Like I need to know these things when I'm talking to. I'm getting to know you. I need to know these things, right? This is what Rob Pelinka didn't do. He didn't accurately vet Luka Doncic. He didn't accurately analyze this entire situation. He was just desperate for some ass, for some snow bunny coochie. That's what Luka represents. Luka represents snow bunny coochie for the Lakers. But you didn't realize that the dude is 27 years old and he's already got 2 kids. His best years, folks, were in Dallas. He gave Dallas his best years. Now we're getting a shitty version of Luka. If we would have traded for a Luka back in 2019, 2020, this would be completely different. Because now, you know, we got them younger, right? We can mold them. We can train them up and teach them the right way to play and what to do. Folks, we got him at 27 with 2 children. He's already stuck in his ways. He's already been jaded by the situation in Dallas. He doesn't really want to be here. Now, I'm sure he's found a silver lining in being in LA. Okay, cool. You get to play by the beach. You get to live by the beach. You know, it's a great city, whatever the case is. I'm sure he's found the silver lining, but we all remember when he first got here, folks. He looked like he had saw a ghost getting off that plane, coming to Los Angeles. He didn't want to be here. His heart was in Dallas. Remember when he went back to Dallas and he cried on the bench? He cried. Why? Because Dallas was his first love. This is why I told y'all, I don't want to date no chick that's in her late 20s for real. She's already done had her heart broken. Multiple times. She's probably had multiple abortions. She's probably already been slutted out. Why do you think they have a draft, folks? Why do you think they want the 18, 19-year-olds, folks? They don't draft 27-year-olds. You're fucked out. You're jaded already. You're not going to listen. You've already been everywhere. You've already traveled everywhere. You've already been on flights and at the airport, and you've been to all the fancy restaurants already. You don't invest in an old ass nigga like this. You just don't do it. He said Dallas already got a new fresh Snow Bunny replacement. Exactly. I guarantee you right now, if we called Dallas right now and we said, yo, we'll trade you Luka for Cooper Flag, you think they're going to say yeah? Why would they? Cooper Flag is quicker, faster, bigger, more athletic, and he's younger. So, like I said, back to Rob Pelinka, folks. He didn't accurately analyze this entire situation. If it were me, I told y'all what I do. Every time I meet a chick, I want to know your history. I want to know why the last nigga didn't want you. I want to know why you and your last nigga broke up. I want to know everything. I'm going to be honest. I don't trust single women. I don't. Personally, I think if you're single, it's low-key a red flag. I do. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Casino Royale, the James Bond movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, by the way. Casino Royale. Right? The James Bond movie. He had a very interesting line in the movie, folks, where he was talking to this chick in the movie. And he was like, he told the chick, he was like, yeah, you're not really my type. And she was like, what, smart? He said, no, single. Single. And at the time, I didn't understand it until I got older. I got older and I started to realize just how much sense he was actually making, folks. When Nico Harrison called Rob Pelinka in the Lakers about Luka, that should have been a red flag to Rob Pelinka. That should have been a red flag. The second he called, like, wait a second, hold on, timeout. Why do you want to trade me your star player? That should have set off the red flags in Rob Pelinka's brain if he actually had one. If he actually knew what he was doing, that would have set off red flags. It didn't set off red flags. I would have asked some serious questions. I would have said, okay, well, why do you want to trade me your superstar? Why do you want my superstar, AD? Why do you want AD instead of Luka? I would have asked tough questions. I would have done some serious vetting. I would not have just accepted a deal with Luka. I'm sorry, no. I would not have accepted that. Rob Pelinka just accepted it. Rob Pelinka's a simp, man. Okay? He knew Luka had all these red flags. He knew Luka was old and jaded. And he's already been fucked out. He's already, gotten dicked down by Jaylen Brown in the finals. Right? Jaylen Brown clapped his cheeks. Everybody just took turns on this dude. They ran a gangbang, folks. Let's just keep it a buck. They ran a gangbang on Luka in the finals, man. And you guys still wanted him. And you guys still married him. This is that white shit that I be talking about. This is that cuck shit, man. This is that cuck shit. Y'all white dudes stay on, bro. Y'all be on this type of stuff, bro. Y'all be doing this type of weird stuff. Why would y'all want this dude after he just got clapped in the final? They ran a gangbang. Jaylen Brown took a turn. Then Jason Tatum said, it's my turn. Then Drew Holiday said, let me get some. He won his turn. They ran a gangbang. Were y'all not paying attention? I thought the whole world saw it. He said Rob is a cuck. We literally saw the dude get a gangbang ran on him in front of the whole world in the NBA Finals. I would have been very suspicious, right, about Nico Harrison calling me, talking about he want to trade me this dude. Like, bro, we just saw this dude get clapped in the finals. What do you mean you want to trade him to us? For what? Why do you want AD? Why do you want Max Christie? Why do you want two of my starters for this dude? I would have asked the tough questions, man. Like I said, I don't just meet a chick and hey, let's just jump into a relationship. No, I need to know why you're out here in these streets. I need to know what happened to your last nigga. I need to know why you can't stay in a committed relationship. I met one chick, this was like last year. I met one chick out in Atlanta, right? Some chick from Miami. This chick's like 25 years old. I'm like, yo, how long's your longest relationship? Shorty said her longest relationship was like 3-4 months. I'm like, what? Bitch, you're 25. Oh my God. Bitch is 25 talking about her longest relationship was 3 to 4 months. What are you talking about? That's a red flag. You want to know why that's a red flag to me? Because you don't know how to be with somebody long term. So automatic, as soon as she said that, automatic red flag. Yeah, I'm good. I'll clap your cheeks up and then send you back to Miami. That's it. You're a goofball. Why would I pursue a relationship with you and you don't know how to be in one? And you're 25. I could see if you were 18 and you never been in a relationship. You're 25. Like I said, I ask questions, bro. I don't meet no chick and just want to jump straight into no relation. No, I gotta ask the tough questions. And a lot of the time, I do play stupid. A lot of the time, I do play dumb.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
This Alexa shit is very weird to me, man. I feel like these people be secretly listening to these to your private conversation. This Alexa shit is very strange, bro. I might have to get rid of this shit. I be feeling like these motherfuckers is listening. I don't know. But before we got interrupted by Alexa, folks, like I said, you got to ask the tough questions, bro. Rob Pelinka's a clown, man. You can't just accept Luka Doncic, dude. You got to figure out why they wanted to get rid of him. So he's here, right? He's here. It is what it is. Now let's get to what Chris Paul said, folks. Chris Paul, he was asked about who he would rather have, SGA or Luka Doncic. I want you guys to take a listen to what Chris Paul said, and listen to how he kind of complimented SGA and kind of dissed Luka in the same breath. Take a listen to this.
Luka Doncic versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Who runs the ones?
Shai.
Oh, he didn't even think about that. He said Shai. Well, that's your man. That's your, you know what I mean? We was talking about that before. Like, that first year SGA was in OKC, you was in OKC. He always credits you with a lot of the elevation in his game as far as like becoming a leader when he was in that locker room. Talk to me a little bit about what it was like, you know what I mean, sharing the locker room with SGA. Did you foresee what he's turned into in that locker room?
Yeah, I did, honestly, because Melo will tell you, right, like, you can't just go tell guys like, yo, you gonna be with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you got stuff to do. You got life going on. And so Shai just, we would be on the road watching games, but he just loved to be in the gym. Loved to be in the gym. He gonna do all the work and taking care of his body. And I think that year that we played together, he also started to see that defense matters, right? So you ain't gotta be a lockdown defender or whatnot, but when you playing defense for your team, your teammates just wanna see that the stars actually try. Actually try on defense. Like Golden State, they've been nice for years or whatnot. But like when I was in Houston, Steph wasn't the greatest defender then. Now Steph, he D up. You know what I mean? He plays really good defense and all that stuff. So I got a lot of respect for Steph, Shai, and all these guys who at least try on the defensive end, because that's part of it and that's what your teammates want to see. So OKC, obviously everybody, Shai is gonna get 30 just about every night. But I think the way that he defends now is why that team made a big jump.
He's so good. He's at the point where if he gets less than 30, it's like, damn, what's wrong with Shai? That's a bad game for him at this point.
Like, Luka, look, you just standing there. Look, watch this again, Luka. He just went right by. Luka, what are you doing?
I'll say there was some effort on that one.
Fouling! Luka, what are you doing? Get back into play, Luka. Luka! You would hate me. Luka, come on, bro.
LeBron fans.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Chris Paul had to say, folks, about Luka Dookie, man. You guys just heard the subtle shots that he took, folks. He said it out of his mouth, folks. He respects the guys that at least give effort. And he brought up Steph Curry. He mentioned Steph Curry. He's like, yo, I got to respect Steph because even though he's not the greatest defender, at least he gives effort on the defensive side of the floor. He respects Steph. He respects SGA. Those guys give effort. He's got no respect for Luka. But when I say it, oh, you're just a racist. You just don't like them because they're white. But what about when other NBA players say it? Are they racist too? For all you guys that love to pull the race card? I mean, I'm asking. Seriously, is Chris Paul, is he racist now? Because he doesn't respect Luka not playing defense? Which is half the game? Does that make him a racist? So, exactly. I didn't think so. So, like I said, folks, for all the Luka Doncic dick suckers that thought you're going to get 10 years of this dude on the Lakers, you'd be lucky if Luka comes back next year. Because, like I said, this isn't the old regime that traded for him. The new regime, you can... Matter of fact, let me show you guys... Let me show you the same. I'm going to play the same clip one more time of Magic Johnson. I'm going to play this clip for y'all again about what Magic Johnson said about Luka last year in the playoffs. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Let's get these likes up, folks. This is Magic Johnson talking about Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves last year right before the playoffs. Take a listen to this, folks.
Have to improve is on that defensive end. And what happens in the playoffs, see, they attack. See, in the regular season, we're going to be okay. In the playoff is where it's going to be different because now I got to beat you 4 out of 7, right? And now when Byron and I played, Coop, we will all have meetings, right? The guards will watch film together. Then we would watch it as a team, of course. But we would say, okay, Clever, James, they ain't got nobody to guard you. So we coming to you. And so I said, Cap, I'm going to give you the first couple, but then we going to go to James. Then I would say, B, they don't get back. So I'm going to be pushing that rock, and I'm going to be coming to you, baby, so just be ready. And so, see, we would look at you and break you down where you were weak, and then we would attack you, right? And so that's what the Lakers going to have to deal with once the playoff, because we saw it against Boston. Boston looked up and said, okay, I'm going to put Luka in the pick and roll. Every time. And then Tatum had him saying, uh-oh, you on me? Okay. I'm going to just go by past you or pull up for my jump shot because he knew he could just beat him off the dribble. They did the same thing to Austin Reeves. So the two dudes they wanted to attack was Luka and Austin Reeves off the dribble. So Jaylen Brown said, oh, my turn. You had a big first half.
Right, my turn now.
My turn now. And that's how they beat the Lakers, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Laker legend Magic Johnson breaking it down for you guys because, like I said, y'all don't want to listen to me when I say it. Magic literally just told y'all what is going to happen every time we get to the playoffs if Luka and Austin Reeves are here. You guys think that they're going to go into a new regime of the Lakers with these dudes? That's what y'all think? I'm telling y'all right now, they're going to blow this whole... I can literally see it happening right now. They're going to give Luka... mark my words. They're going to give Luka this year. They're going to evaluate him for the rest of the year, and they're going to give him one more playoff run. After that, folks, don't be surprised if Luka gets traded this summer. I'm telling y'all right now, do not be surprised. Everybody sees what's going on. Everybody sees what's going on. Like I said, y'all got to stop listening to nerds. And you guys know who I'm referring to. If y'all keep listening to these clowns, then that's on you. You know, like, do what you want to do. I don't listen to these clowns. I listen to what Magic Johnson. That's who I listen to. I don't listen to the nerds that go on secondspectrum.com. Well, according to my research, Austin Reeves has a box plus minus of plus 975,000.
Shut your bitch ass up.
That's how they analyze the game. You see how simple Magic broke it down? Folks, they've turned basketball into math class. Well, actually, I've done some research, and according to my analytics and my research and my data, Luka Doncic is actually in the 95th percentile in the NBA. What the fuck does that even mean? What are we talking about? Did you hear Magic Johnson mention any fucking geek ass nerd ass stats? He didn't mention no advanced metrics, no nerd ass analytic stat. He didn't mention none of that. It was extremely simple what he said. That man said, Luka and Reeves are going to be the two guys that get attacked defensively. He broke it down perfectly. That man said when we were playing, we knew we had to beat y'all 4 out of 7 times. So we would look at you, figure out where y'all weak at, and we would attack you. That's the game of basketball. Y'all keep listening to these fucking nerds. Well, actually, Luka Doncic is actually leading the league in box plus minus for the 75th. Like, shut up. Well, Luka, he's leading the league in scoring. He's shooting 35% from three. I just, woo, boy. Woo. I'm telling y'all, chat, we got to get back to bullying nerds, man. We got to get back to stuffing these nerds in lockers. Seriously. When did we let nerds get this comfortable, man? And when I was growing up, nerds, listen, they were real quiet, man. It wasn't no nerd at the lunch table talking about basketball, dog. It wasn't no nerd, bro. When did we let the nerds take over? When did this happen? Did you hear any fake I told y'all, bro, this is why I don't even get into some of them advanced metrics anymore. Because it's bullshit. That plus minus and all that, bro, I don't even get into, I don't even talk about that stuff anymore. Net rating and plus minus and all, bro, them is bullshit stats. Magic broke it down beautifully. We're going to analyze who your weakest players are, and we're going to attack you. Who are the weakest players on this roster? The white boys. It's simple. It's simple. They're the weakest ones. Like, what are we talking about? Luka and Reeves are the weakest ones. What does everybody do come playoff time? They attack these frauds. It's that simple. I noticed this 3 years ago in the conference finals. I'm like, yo, this dude Reeves is a fucking cone. He can't stay in front of anybody. He can't even move his feet. He's too frail. He's too small. He doesn't have an NBA body. Look at this dude. Look at LeBron and AD and then look at this dude. I mean, what are we talking about? Look at his body. Look at LeBron and AD. Look at their bodies. He can't even grow a fucking beard. He can't even grow a beard. The testosterone, folks, hasn't even kicked in yet. He can't even grow a full damn beard. He's not even a real man. Let's just keep it a buck. He's a soy boy. I told y'all, I'll kick his ass. He couldn't beat me up. Look at his body. Like, y'all think y'all can win with this shit? Look at this dude. Look at him compared to real players. This is a joke. I just can't believe I just can't believe what we've been watching, bro. I just can't believe this stuff, man. They're really parading this idiot around, bro. Like, bro, get off the fucking floor, man. Y'all see y'all don't be understanding how like disgusted I be because I don't live stream the games anymore. But y'all don't realize how disgusted I be. Y'all should hear me watching the games, bro. I literally be so disgusted just watching him. Like, bro, get off the fucking floor, man. Get off the court, man. Then you want to come out here with one leg sleeve on and a headband on like you raw. Like you can play. I'll slap that fucking headband right off his fucking head, man. Nigga come out here with a leg sleeve on like he's fucking Carmelo Anthony or LeBron James or something. Nigga, take that fucking leg sleeve. You like a clown. You over here cosplaying like you're a hooper. Malibu's most wanted looking motherfucker. De'Aaron Fox giving your stupid ass that work. You can't even stand in front of Look at this clown. He turning around and shit. What are you doing? He's stumbling and shit. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I couldn't be the coach. I'd be done slap this nigga. What are you doing, nigga? You over here stumbling and shit? He tripping over himself. He's stumbling over his own feet. This fraud talking about he's him. This fraud can't even slide his feet on defense. He tried to slide his feet. He damn near fell on his face. He damn near fell over trying to slide his feet. De'Aaron Fox said, "Where you going, pussy? I'm over here. Look. Bop, bop. Hit that nigga with a spin. Come on, man. This nigga, De'Aaron Fox playing around with these niggas, bro. When have you ever seen De'Aaron Fox pull out a spin move jumper on anybody else this entire season? I've never seen him do this move. He was playing with this boy. He did a spin move into a jump shot in an NBA game. I've never seen him cook a nigga like this. These niggas pulling out all they tricks on Reeves, bro. He's garbage. He would never try this on LeBron. He would never try this move on LeBron. This nigga did a 360 spin into a jumper. I've never seen him do that on anybody else. Come on, man. It's a joke. It's literally a joke, bro. Nobody respects this dude but Laker fans. Y'all the only ones that got any respect for him. I've been violating this nigga for 3 years. I don't respect this nigga. Nigga's a bum. So like I said, folks, Chris Paul was absolutely right about Luka Doncic. Absolutely violated him, in my opinion. Showed him no respect. Basically said, he respects guys that play both sides of the ball. Now, obviously, right, the mainstream media, they don't call this stuff out. You'll turn in. It's getting to a point where it's honestly like, I don't know if you guys still watch First Take. I don't know if any of y'all still watch that show. Bro, I be seeing the clips on YouTube. Bro, that show is just getting so fucking corny, man. It's just become so corny. All they do is dick ride LeBron James all day. Right? They don't call out nobody else. They don't hold nobody else accountable. The only person they pick on every single day is LeBron James. Right? They'll never. I've yet to hear Stephen A. Smith have any smoke for a white player. Stephen A. Smith has to be one of the biggest coons on TV covering sports. He has to be. So let me show you guys, because Kevin Durant, we talked about this, last week, I think, when the KD files, got leaked, right? KD called out Luka and Nikola Jokic, and he also called them out prior to the All-Star game, right? So once again, folks, let me show you guys what Kevin Durant had to say. Kevin Durant, folks, is officially over you guys. And when I say you guys, I mean the media, right? Kevin Durant, like myself, we're done. We're exhausted, right? Of you guys catering and pandering to mediocre whites. We're fed up at this point. We've let it go on long enough, right? At a certain point, it gets to be like a little bit ridiculous, right? So this is what Kevin Durant had to say. This is from Legion Hoops. They posted this 11 hours ago. So KD says, It says Kevin Durant on the narrative that the world is catching up to Team USA. KD says, quote, all I hear is AAU is destroying the game. The Euros do it right, while the Americans do it wrong. It's a lot of BS with that. I can read between the lines on that. It's a shot at black Americans. We're controlling the sport. They're tired of us controlling the sport. France is coming for you. Really? We smacked them boys. Folks, this is what I've been discussing on this platform for a while now, right? We've talked about this ad nauseum about LeBron James. I've told y'all the reason why Rob Pelinka and the old regime wanted to push LeBron out of the Lakers. They're tired of the control that LeBron James yields, right? LeBron James was the first superstar that we saw take his career into his own hands. He was the one that basically started dictating where he wanted to go play, how long he wanted to go play there, when he was going to leave, who he wanted on the team, and they had to acquiesce. And I've told you guys, I believe what's going on in the NBA today is they're growing increasingly frustrated with black American players having all this power, making all this money. And it isn't just LeBron. We've seen Kevin Durant kind of do the same thing. We've seen Kyrie Irving kind of do the same thing. We've seen James Harden kind of do the same thing, right? So what I believe is going on is they're purposely watering the sport down, right, by letting more Europeans, more white players in. And because of that, you know, they're obviously going to overhype them in the media. I mean, even the stuff that they say about the Joker, right? I saw this tweet. Let me show you guys. I saw this tweet yesterday from this clown Shannon Sharp, right? He had a tweet about the Joker yesterday. He says, are we sure once the Joker's career is over, we'll be able to name 10 better players than him? He's well on his way to a 40-20 triple-double. Like, this is the stuff that people be talking about, folks. All they do is dick ride the European players, the whites. That's all they do. Like, you'll never hear Shannon Sharp. I've yet to see him call out Luka and his defense. I've yet to see him call out the Joker and his defense. It's like all they do is dick ride these dudes. Oh, well, are we sure he's going to be a top 10 player? Like, dude, shut up, man. I told that client, I said, listen, you paid an OnlyFans escort more money than your daughter's wedding. Like shut up with all this coon shit. That's all he does is just coon for these whites all day long. That's all he does. That's literally all he does. Now all of a sudden, because of a regular season game, he talking about, oh, are we sure the Joker's gonna, are we sure once his career is over, he's not gonna be a top 10 player? Nigga, are you serious? He's got one regular season, he's got one championship. Since when do you enter the top 10 with one championship? This be the stuff that Kevin Durant and myself and other people be noticing, and it's so disrespectful. Do you know who's in the top 10, nigga? Everybody that's in the top 10 has multiple championships. At least 3. I think ESPN, they did their list, right? Years ago. They had Jordan at number 1, LeBron at number 2, Kareem, Wilt, Magic, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Kobe. I think the only one that don't got at least 3 titles is probably Wilt. I think Wilt has 2 championships. But Wilt has he has every record damn near in the sport. I think Wilt has like the highest. I think he's tied with Jordan for the highest scoring average in NBA history, 30 points a game, something like that. He's the only one that doesn't have at least 3 titles. I think everybody else in the top 10 has at least 3 championships. So you got this clown-ass country bumpkin motherfucker, Shannon Sharp, up here talking about some, are we sure the Joker's not going to finish a top 10 player because he had a good regular season game? What are you talking about, nigger? What are you talking about? You fucking monkey? What is this monkey nigger talking about? Is the Joker going to be a top 10 player when he's done? With 1 title? With 1 title, he going to be a top 10 player. So who he going to knock out? Who he going to knock out of the top 10? When all them dudes got at least 3 titles. This is the stuff that people be talking about, bro. Y'all got to stop this dick sucking shit, man. Y'all got to stop this shit, bro. So like I said, back to Kevin Durant, folks. Kevin Durant he's tired. He's tired of the mainstream media pandering to these bum-ass white players that can't really dominate the sport. They're not really doing anything, right? I mean, let's just keep it a buck. So I jumped in the comment section, right? So I jumped in the comment section, folks. Now, what I said has generated a lot of responses from the whites, as you guys can see. So my tweet has almost 9,000 views, right? 7 retweets, almost 100 likes, and 23 comments. This is what I said in response to what KD said. I said the last great American white player was Larry Bird. White Americans are so desperate for a white savior that they started dick riding white Europeans. LOL. That's how tired they are of blacks dominating. They'll never admit it, though. Folks, this push, right, for the Joker and for Luka, folks, it's forced. It's honestly corny. It's getting old. Y'all keep talking about how these dudes are dominating our sport. How are you dominating our sport and you can't even really win? I mean, I don't understand. Like, are we watching the same game? Luka can't even win. And then if we're talking about the Joker, you got one lucky ass Darvin Ham ring. And I'll give it to him. He got one. Thanks to Darvin scam. But I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Since then, the Joker hasn't been out the second round. So y'all keep talking about these guys are dominating and they're taking over the sport and the Americans got to get better and they got to catch up to the world and all. I'm trying to figure out where. Who you're dominating what? Michael Jordan dominated. Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Steph, they dominated. You niggas, you get one championship and all of a sudden y'all are better than American players now? Is that how this works? Is that how this works, folks? You get one championship and now all of a sudden you're better than the black players now? Fuck out of here. Like y'all, like seriously, bro. Like we have to stop this, bro. I'm getting annoyed by this at this point. I am. The Joker, he's good. I can't take that away from him. He's a good player. He doesn't play defense though. He's literally a liability on defense. He doesn't protect the rim. Like, he's not a force defensively at all. Is he going to finish a top 10 player? I would say no. I personally would say no. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 player. He might can crack the top 15, the top 20, but is he going to be top 10? No. I don't see that. I don't see him being better than Hakeem, Shaq, Duncan. No, he's not going to have a better career than those guys. Not with one championship. And newsflash, I don't know if you guys know, you can't really win playing one side of the ball. Now, once again, he got lucky in 2023 thanks to Darvin's scam. But as you guys can see, I mean, since then, there's been a whole lot of nothing going on in Denver. It's been a whole lot of nothing. Last year, they lost to the Thunder, who hadn't even won a championship yet. That's who they lost to. The year before that, he lost to Anthony Edwards, who was 22 at the time. Like, you're losing to little kids at this point, and you're in your prime. LeBron in his prime is not losing to a little kid that's 22 years old. So, like I said, y'all got to stop this shit, dude. Now, like I said, the whites, they came into my comment section, right? And, you know, obviously they were offended, you know, that black players are superior. It just is what it is. And my thing is this, right? I have a question for the whites. Why do y'all feel like y'all can just have everything? That's my issue, right? Like, it's like when I jump out there and I say something like the blacks are just better at the sport, here come all the whites just upset and offended. Dude, didn't we give you motherfuckers baseball? Didn't we give y'all hockey? We did, right? And we left you the fuck alone. And we let y'all rock. Folks, these people want everything. Not only do they want hockey and baseball, they also want the NBA too. They also want the NFL too. No. We gave y'all some sports that y'all can have. And then that's it. Let's just keep like that's it. You're not gonna get basketball. You're not gonna get basketball. It just is what it is. You're never gonna be better than black players in basketball. It is what it is. And what they've done is they've lowered the bar. They've lowered the standard just so y'all can compete. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is look at the Lakers. Look at Austin Reeves. We're lowering the bar just so a guy like him can come in and compete. If the standard remained the standard, he would be doing DoorDash. Like I said, go back 20 years ago. How many Austin Reeves did you see 20 years ago? How many? Go back to 2010. How many Austin Reeves did you see on NBA rosters? How many? And then how many do you see on rosters now? Folks, we've lowered the bar, we've lowered the standard so that y'all can come in. And now y'all want to try to act like y'all are so good. Bro, y'all suck. And I'll be the first one to tell y'all. Because I've noticed that's what they've tried to do. Ever since we lowered the bar and let them in, now they want to act like they're on our level now. I mean, really think about this for a second. There's really people out there that believe Austin Reeves is better than LeBron James. Right now. There's people that believe that. There's Laker fans, there's Austin Reeves fans out there right now that believe Austin Reeves is better than LeBron James. Bro, are you serious, bro? If we go back, I guarantee if Austin Reeves, I mean, he already didn't get drafted. I was literally about to say, if he came in the league in LeBron's day and age, he would have never got drafted. But he didn't get drafted in his own day and age either. I forgot he didn't get drafted either. Come on, man. We're talking about an undrafted guy. Are we serious here, folks? The dude didn't even get drafted, man. And you got these delusional Laker fans thinking this dude's better than LeBron James. Nigga, a 50-year-old, I'll take LeBron at 50 over Austin Reeves in his prime. Matter of fact, I'll take LeBron at 16 over Austin Reeves in his prime. We've lowered the bar for you guys to come in. Understand that. The owners, the racist owners, and their constituents, they've lowered the bar for y'all to be able to come in and do what you're doing. You are not on our level. Don't come up in here thinking y'all are a guest in this house. When it comes to NBA and NFL, y'all are guests. Get that through your head. You said Lowe said Reeves is better than Caden Brown. Bro, I don't understand for the life of me why anybody would listen to a nigga talking basketball that is 400 pounds. I don't understand that. I've never understood that. We created a fan chart, folks. Okay? Let me show you guys this. We created a fan chart. Where's my fan chart? If you guys don't know what the fan chart is, I created the NBA fan chart. There are 5 different archetypes of NBA fans. You have trolls, you have goofies, you have clowns, you have fanboys, and you have casuals, folks. Lowe is a goofy. What is a goofy? A goofy is a person that has played basketball as a hobby, but pretends to be an expert on the game when in reality they've Googled everything they know about the sport. Lowe's knowledge of the game comes from Google.com. He's never played organized basketball because he's 450 pounds. He's morbidly obese. I don't understand you people. I just don't. Who would listen to a nigga that's 400 pounds talk about anything that has to do with athletics? I don't understand that. I just don't. So, like I said, you guys are better than me because I would never. I cringe when I see his videos pop up on my feed. It's just cringeworthy to me. All he does is sit in his room, fat as fuck all day, right? Snacking and munching on Uber Eats and acting like he knows the game of basketball. Like, stop. Stop. Like I said, he can fool y'all. He can't fool me, you know? He can fool y'all. Lowe can't fool me, man. Lowe's never played basketball in his life. I've seen him try to play basketball. That shit, I mean, that was just, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous watching him play basketball. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him try to play basketball. I mean, it's just flat out ridiculous. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, he shouldn't ever walk onto a court. Lowe needs to go to Planet Fitness first. Fuck basketball. Lowe needs to go to Planet Fitness, okay, and drop about 400 pounds before I would even consider listening to him talk about basketball. He needs to be an expert on fitness first. Fuck being an expert on the game of basketball. You need to be an expert on your personal fitness. Seriously, and Lowe, like I said, if you ever hear this, bro, you know, I didn't mean to send shots. I didn't mean for you to catch any strays tonight. They brought you up. I don't even care about you, but I'm saying this as somebody that, you know, I actually don't give a fuck about you. So let me just say this, Lowe. I think personally, in all seriousness, you do need to lose weight. You do. You know, I mean, the weight you're at, You know, you're always sitting down. You're always at the computer. I don't know if you even go outside. At a certain point, right? Like, we don't care about how much money you think you got or whatever the case is. None of that matters. None of the hoes are going to fuck you anyway, right? In all seriousness, you need to drop at least 300 pounds. Seriously. You got to get off that computer at some point, dude. We get it, you know. You love talking about the NBA. That's cool. But you got to prioritize your health too, right? You got to put that DoorDash down, low. Put the DoorDash down, okay? And start going to the gym. Seriously. And it's going to be hard at first. You're going to get on that treadmill and you're going to start jogging, and in about 10 seconds you're going to be ready to pass out. You have to push through it. You have to push through it, low. The weight you're at, I mean, like I said, you're morbidly obese, dude. You're fat as fuck. And it's not a good look. It's just not. And then you be running around trying to like talk shit and pop it too. It's like, come on, dude. Like, since when did the fat niggas start talking shit too? That's another thing too. Not only, this is why I can't stand the internet. The internet is so strange to me, right? You have nerds acting like they know basketball, right? And then you have the fat niggas. Like, can you imagine we were in high school again, and then you got some fat fuck who's 400 pounds running around talking shit? Lo, we would have tore you up in school, dude. We would have tore you up, dude. You would have been real quiet in high school, Lo. The internet, like I said, you dudes get real confident on the internet. You dudes get real confident, real bold. You would have been silent in school. I wish a nigga as fat as Lo would have ever tried me in school. Oh, I would have lit your motherfucking ass. I would have lit your I wish a nigga that was 450 pounds would have said some crazy shit to me in school. I'd have lit this fat ass nigga up. But okay, but I'm done, folks. Enough with Lo. Y'all the ones brought that fat ass nigga up. I didn't bring you up, Lo. I didn't mean for you to catch any strays. But you are fat as fuck, though. You need to lose some weight. Seriously. So let me show you guys what some of the whites, what they said though, folks. They got upset at me. I don't know why. I don't think what I said was that crazy. You know? I mean, everything I said was pretty much factual. The last great American white player was Larry Bird. White Americans are desperate for a white savior, that they started dick riding white Europeans. That's how tired they are of blacks dominating. They'll never admit it, though. I mean, I think that that's all fair. I don't think that that's really that crazy. So this dude, Nick Loyalty, he says, truthfully, that's why many of them call the NBA trash. They don't have superstar representation. Look how quickly they took an interest in the WNBA when Caitlin Clark hit the league. And Cooper Flagg is now going to be an absolute favorite among them and bring many back to the game. Folks, I agree with him 1,000%. I thought that was a phenomenal point. So this dude, he says all the best players are white, though. I said no white player has dominated the sport like Michael Jordan, Shaq, Duncan, Kobe, LeBron, whoever. Joker has one fucking ring and went to the finals once. The last time I checked, folks, that's not dominating. So this dude said blacks dominating makes it boring. I said blacks dominating made the NBA a multi-billion-dollar business. This is a fact. You know, if you guys remember back in the 80s, 70s, whatever, the NBA was, I mean, they were on the verge of going under, folks, right? You know, the league was on tape delay from what I hear. I wasn't around. I wasn't born yet, but that's what I hear. And we all know, folks, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird saved the NBA. They literally saved the sport, right? What took the sport to a global multi-billion-dollar level was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did that. And we can't take that away from him. He did do that, right? And then obviously the Kobe's came after, and then LeBron has taken it to heights that, I don't even think anybody could have ever imagined. I mean, when you look at the money these guys are making now, all of that can be contributed to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. More so LeBron James, right? More so LeBron. LeBron is the biggest reason, in my opinion, why guys are able to make $200 million in today's NBA. It's because of LeBron James. He has single-handedly carried this league for the last over 20 years. Single-handedly. So I'm not going to let, you white dudes on Twitter, disrespect us, especially not during Black History Month. You fuckers, right? You niggers are going to pay your fucking homage during Black History Month. You're going to pay your homage. It's that simple. I'm not going. Not, especially not during Black History Month. I'm not going, folks. Okay. Shout out to this clown Jesus with the $5 super chat.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He says, we Mexicans enjoy the show. Luka Doncic, LeBron fans. Okay. Shout out to you, Jesus. Whatever, dude. You be on some clown shit. One day you be on some clown shit, and then the next day, you're on some other shit. So, whatever, nigga. Shout out to all the Mexicans. But, folks, like I said, the disrespect is insane. We all know who took this league to the heights that it's been at. Come on, man. It's been the blacks. Like, give us our credit. This was a failing league until Magic and Larry did what they did, and then Michael Jordan took it to a level that made it a multi-billion-dollar operation. Like, you're not going to sit up here and disrespect this. I'm not going. I'm sorry, I'm not going. I'm not going at all. So this dude, he said, must be why black quarterbacks literally can't win the Super Bowl. So once again, we're talking about the NBA, right? This is what the whites do. We're talking about the NBA, and then here comes the whites talking about football and Tom Brady. Classic deflection tactic, right? Classic deflection tactic. So now he's talking about, oh, well, the black quarterbacks literally can't win the Super Bowl. Okay. I said that's one position on the field. LOL. The majority of the positions in the NFL, white dudes can't compete with blacks. It's just the reality. It's just the reality, folks. Once again, why do the whites feel like they have to have everything? I don't understand this mentality. We gave you bitches hockey and baseball. No, that's not enough. They want basketball and football too. No, go fucking go grab your puck and your hockey stick and your fucking skates and go play hockey. You don't see me over in no fucking hockey Twitter thread talking about how there's no blacks in hockey. I let y'all rock. No, they gotta have everything. They hate to see us dominating. They hate it. I'm telling y'all, that's what this is about. They saw us dominating. They saw us making all the money. They saw us having a good time. And they want to come out and ruin the party. They want to come over here and bring the Joker over here. They want to bring Luka's bitch ass. Austin Reeves' sorry ass. They want to come bring all these sorry white boys and ruin the party. Bro, we gave y'all baseball and we gave y'all hockey. The NFL and the NBA is ours. Y'all can't fuck with us in these sports. Get over it. It boils down to genetics. And we know you guys hate to hear this shit. But y'all can't fuck with us. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. So like I said, folks, the whites got offended at me. They came in my comment section. They were rowdy. Like I said, bro, I just don't understand the obsession that you guys have with wanting to have every fucking thing. I mean, what's next? Are you guys going to take over the NBA too? The WNBA? I think that's what they're planning to do next, folks. I think these white dudes are going to transition into females, and then they're going to start, trying to take over the WNBA. They want everything. They just hate to see people having a good time, bro. They want every sport. They want everything. Go sit down somewhere, man. Straight up. All right, nigger, what do you want, man? What's going on?
Hey.
What's going on, nigger? What do you got?
Oh, I'm about to say, y'all just saying like these, I don't know, like these unathletic guards that's like not athletic, not quick, can't like get by their man, can't play defense, ain't winning chips no more. It's done. Like no winning teams will want Luka on their teams or Reeves on their teams. Or Trae Young, guard that can't play defense and inefficient on offense.
Yeah, it's cooked, bro. It's over for them. It's a wrap.
Like it's like people gotta see. It's a reason why nobody want Trae Young. It's a reason why nobody want Ja Morant no more. It's a reason why they traded away Luka. So like, and the Lakers was.
You're right.
The Lakers were dumb taking that trade.
Exactly. Talk to them. Tell them. Let them know.
That's all I just wanted to say. Like, the Lakers had a few pieces away. They would have kept LeBron and AD, and they get the pieces that LeBron and AD wanted, a big man. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, bro, it's over.
Trade Luka for Giannis, Reeves for Kyrie. That's their only hope.
All right, bro.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, shout out to the nigga, man, that just called in. He made a good point. It's not even a white thing, really. He made a good point, because Trae Young's another example. Nobody wants a small, unathletic guard that can't play defense anymore. Ja Morant, same thing. Now, I personally think Ja Morant is better than Trae Young. I think Ja Morant can still be effective on the right team. I just think he needs to get out of Memphis. But the point that he was making stands true. You unathletic, small ball guards that, don't play defense, bro, you're getting phased out of the game. You're getting phased out of the game. I remember trying out for my high school team in my freshman year. There had to have been at least 200 niggas in that gym at 6 a.m. Everybody was trying to make the team. You know what the coach said, folks? The coach was like, listen, we got a lot of guards in here. I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of y'all ain't going to make this team. Now, if we got a guy that walks in here that if he's 6'10", I'm going to be real with y'all. He's probably going to make the team. And I kid you not, there was a retarded dude at our school who was 6'10". His name was like David. He was tall as shit. But he was retarded. He was literally slow. Believe it or not, folks, he made the basketball team. He made the team. And he was slow. If you're a guard, like, it's just too competitive, bro. It's just too competitive. You have to be elite as a guard because you're already coming in undersized. So you have to be elite. If you're not elite, good is not good enough. That's what y'all be thinking. I mean, look at CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum has averaged, what does he average for? I think he's averaged like 20 points for his career, folks. He's yet to make an all-star team. CJ McCollum. And this dude done average 20 for his career. That's how tough it is as a guard to make an all-star team in the NBA. Look at this, folks. CJ McCollum. .6'3", 190. He's a good player. I like CJ. Steve Urkel looking ass nigga. I like CJ. But I mean, competition is stiff, dude. As a guard in the West, he spent the majority of his career in the West. Look at Jamal Murray. He's an NBA champion. He just now making his first All-Star team. Do y'all understand how stiff competition is as a guard in the Western Conference? Come on, man. You can't be just good, bro. You have to be elite as a guard. It just is what it is. So y'all want to keep parading around Austin Reeves, bro? He's not. He's one of the worst guards in the fucking conference. He's the 2 guard, right? He's a shooting guard, right? I would take just about every other shooting guard in the West over Austin Reeves. In all honesty. And we can go down the list. I would take Keontae George of Utah over Austin Reeves. It's real shit. So y'all can miss me with the fake numbers because, like I said, he only does this shit against bad teams. I don't know if you guys have paid attention. He only puts up good numbers against bad teams. When he plays good teams, he's a mediocre player. And I'm telling y'all right now, Magic Johnson and Mark Walter, they're paying attention to this shit, man. You know, you Laker fans talking about we're going to give him $40 million. No, Rob Pelinka might have gave him $40 million. I don't think Magic Johnson and Mark Walter are going to sign up to pay Austin Reeves $40 million, $30 million. I think y'all are a little bit delusional. I don't even think they want to keep paying Luka, if I'm being honest with you. If we're being honest, folks, you probably have a better chance of just rebuilding your roster than wasting more time with Luka. I'm going to be honest, right? In a post-LeBron world, I would rather the Lakers blow it up than to try to build a team around Luka. Just get rid of everybody. Just blow this shit all the way up and just get hella cap room and hella picks and just rebuild this team through the draft. That's what I would do. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys right now trade Luka for AJ DeBonza? Because I would. I would trade right now. I would trade Luka for AJ DeBonza. I would trade Luka for Darren Peterson right now. Right now, I would. I would much rather rebuild this team with an 18, 19-year-old than to try to build a team around Luka. I just think that that's going to be a complete waste of time. I mean, we saw it in Dallas, folks. They wasted their time trying to build around Luka. And at the same and after a while, what they do? They cut the cord. They're like, okay, bro, enough's enough, dude. We done gave you 7-8 years. And then you're not even coming back motivated to try to win. That's why Nico wanted him gone. He's like, yo, we just lost in the finals. You would think this dude would come in motivated, ready to go for the next season. He came in out of shape. Imagine LeBron lost in 2011, and then he comes into the season out of shape. What would we be saying? We'd be like, yo, what are you doing? You just lost. Like, why? You're wasting your career away. You're not in shape. What are you talking about? This is your job as a professional athlete to be in shape. That's a part of your job description. That's a non-negotiable. We shouldn't even be having this conversation about him being in shape or not. That is insane that we're even having that conversation. That's your fucking job to be in shape. No, he came in out of shape. He came in fat and lazy, drinking Arnold Palmer's at halftime. These folks said this boy had a sweet tea stand in his locker. You fat fuck. You can't wait till after the game before you pour up an Arnold Palmer? No, he got sweet tea and lemonade in his locker. And he's drinking it during halftime. You niggas think this shit is funny, bro. Like, it's just not funny, man. Magic ain't going for this shit, dude. Magic isn't going for this shit, dude. You guys think it's a joke, bro. Look at this, folks. Let me show you guys this. You guys think I'm trolling, right? No, this is real life. Former Mavs advanced statistician. Doncic drank huge amounts of tea while training. What? You're telling me you're in the middle of a workout and you're drinking sweet tea? And not only that, you're drinking huge amounts? like, bro, you have a fucking problem, dude. Who goes to the gym and drinks sweet tea during your workout? Nah, dude, you have a problem. And then y'all be wondering why he got traded. Come on, man. Look at this, folks. Let's read this real quick. So it says, Doncic didn't take his diet seriously. It says, Vulgaris, known to some as Gambler Bob, also weighed in on Luka's work ethic during a guest appearance on the My First Million podcast, addressing long-standing concerns about the star's fitness. Quote, he doesn't take his conditioning seriously. He doesn't take his diet seriously. All of that is true. And sure, it's something that can be corrected, but here's the thing. Every single person at the Mavericks, except me, was terrified of this guy. A lot of people just wanted to kiss his ass to secure their jobs. He then shared an anecdote from his early interactions with Luka. The first time I saw him at practice, it was his rookie year. He was wearing a weight loss vest, a sauna vest. I was still negotiating my role with Mark Cuban at the time, deciding whether I'd work on site or remotely. Mark pointed at the vest and said, they put that on him because he was a little overweight. Then they brought out food from a Tex-Mex restaurant. 2 massive Gatorade buckets sat on the table, one filled with sweet tea, the other with lemonade. This kid drank an insane amount. I never kept quiet, so I said, what the hell? I don't know about this, but I do know that liquid calories are the enemy. Luka told me to stay out of it, that the team had experts handling it. 2 days later, those drinks were gone. Then a teammate teased him, saying I was the one who had them removed. Folks, y'all thought I made that shit up? You know how much sweet tea and lemonade you have to drink for somebody to be watching you across the room and then walk over and be like, yo, dude, slow down a bit, bro. Do you know how much sweet tea you have to drink, bro? They said they had 2 massive Gatorade buckets, one filled with sweet tea, and the other with lemonade. He said this kid drank an insane amount. I never kept quiet, so I said, what the hell? I don't know about this, but I do know that liquid calories are the enemy. Folks, this dude didn't just have a regular cup, dude. He didn't just have a regular cup of fucking lemonade and sweet tea. He said the dude had an insane amount. I could only imagine how much juice Luka drank that day. I could only imagine. And then when he got confronted about it, Luka said to stay out of it. Folks, he's like a fucking dog, man. You don't fuck with his food. He gets angry when you fuck with his food.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Once weekly Ozempic can help.
Like I said, folks, you guys thought I made it up. I just don't see Magic Johnson and the new ownership group signing up for Luka Doncic, man. I just don't see it. This was a Rob Pelinka trade. This was a Genie Bus trade. Now that these people are about to be up out of here, I'm telling y'all, bro, you heard it here first, bro. I would not be surprised at all if we got an announcement in the middle of the summer that Luka has been traded. I would not be surprised at all. I just don't see why we should waste any more time with this dude. Nobody asked for this. Simple as that. Nobody asked for this. This dude, he ain't done nothing but come over here and waste my GOAT's time. And then they talking about LeBron. Oh, LeBron's in a slump. Oh, LeBron can't shoot anymore. His decline is very noticeable. Well, what do you expect? You're putting him next to somebody who's leading the fucking league in usage. He's leading the league in field goal attempts, free throw attempts, 3-point attempts. Like what do you expect? You expect LeBron to be in a rhythm playing next to this dude? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, LeBron's old. He's old now. He can't play anymore. No, he can't play next to Luka. He can't play next to Luka. Nobody can. Nobody can. You know, Kyrie tried. He took him as far as he could take him. And then after that, I mean, that was it. You know, I mean, that was the furthest Luka's probably ever going to go. Just like Devin Booker, man. You know, I don't really see Devin Booker getting back to a finals. I don't really see it. You know, he got to one finals. Okay, cool. I don't see Devin Booker getting back to another finals. Do you guys? I mean, maybe you guys do. I don't know. I don't, though, right? You got lucky. Y'all went to one finals. You had a really good team that year. You know, you had Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. You know, Monty Williams was a, decent coach during that time. So, y'all got lucky. But do I see Devin Booker going back to the finals with Jalen Green? And no, I just don't, I just don't. I feel the same way about Luka. I just don't see him going back. I think every time Anthony Edwards sees Luka, he's going to bust his ass. He's going to give him that work. And Rich Paul actually said something that I do agree with, I mean, he said, listen, he's taking Anthony Edwards over pretty much anybody at this point. I'm not mad at that. Me personally, I wouldn't take him over LeBron, but I'm not mad at, people taking Anthony Edwards right now. Anthony Edwards he's like that. And he wants all the smoke. That's why I like Ant. He doesn't duck the smoke. He's not ducking fades. Luka is. Like I said, we've yet to see Luka get into a fight. Until Luka and Reeves get into a fight, folks, they're just not. Like I said, bro, I mean, they're 1-8 versus the top 4 teams in the NBA. They're getting bitched. This is not even funny anymore, right? Let me show you guys the stat. This is the Lakers' record versus the top 4 teams. This is the Lakers' record versus the top 4 teams in the NBA. Folks, this isn't funny anymore. And the one victory they had, they won by 1 point. And that was against the Spurs in November, as you guys can see. They barely beat the Spurs by 1 point. Folks, they're not just getting beat. They're getting bitched. They're getting hoed. So, like I said, y'all can continue to sit around and pretend oh, we can win. We just need more time. We just need a center. We just need this and that. Nigga, there's nobody out here that's going to come and save you that you can go get, realistically. Y'all motherfuckers talking about going to get Herb Jones. Nigga, Herb Jones sucks, man. I heard Jason Timp the other day, today, he was like, yeah, the Lakers can go get Herb Jones and Nicholas Claxton. What the fuck is Nicholas Claxton going to do, nigga? I mean, what are you even talking about? Herb Jones and Nicholas Claxton? You think that's gonna make you a title contender? Come on, man. These people are flat out delusional, man. In all honesty. You're not even competitive with Luka and Reeves. Do you guys understand that? You're not even competitive. That's how bad they suck. Luka can score all the points he wants and fool you fanboys. He's not fooling me. He's garbage. The objective and the reason you play the game is to win the game. You don't play the game so you can pad your numbers. What difference is it if you average 34 points a game and you can't beat the best teams in the NBA? Nigga, you suck. I mean, what are we talking about? We don't play the game to get points. You play the game to win. You niggers can't win, and it's that simple. You said, why are you exempting Bron? He's with them. No, my goat ain't with you, bitch ass, bum ass niggas. What are you talking about, clown? What are you talking about? Nigga, please. My goat ain't with no Austin Reeves and no bum ass Luka Doncic, nigga. What are you smoking, dick? Yo, put the dick down, nigga. Straight up. You're smoking some serious cock, dude. I don't know what type of dick you smoking. I don't know if it's sativa, if it's indica. I don't know what kind of dick you smoking. You need to put that dick down, dude. Nigga, like I said, don't even put my goat in the same conversation with these bum ass, fraudulent, stat padding, never accomplished nothing in the NBA ass bitches. Don't even attempt to do that, nigga. I'm about to block your goofy ass. Straight up. You're going to get blocked doing some dumb shit like that again. My GOAT he's ascended to levels Luka and Austin Reeves will never reach. Don't ever compare him to them. My GOAT already proved himself. Nigga talking about Bron don't play defense. Nigga, fuck defense. My GOAT wins championships, nigga. My GOAT wins MVPs. My GOAT wins finals MVPs. You niggas over talking about defense. Man, y'all are clowns, man. Y'all are clowns. Chat, they talking about defense. Not championships. Right? Not MVPs. Not finals MVPs. They talking about defense. If y'all don't get y'all goofy asses on, bro. Straight up, man. Don't ever mention LeBron. Do you understand how disrespectful it is to put LeBron James in the same breath as Luka Doncic? Are you serious? Do you know how many all NBAs my GOAT had at Luka's age? All Luka got is all NBAs. My GOAT had all NBA defensive teams too to go with it. My GOAT had MVPs to go with it. Come on, man. Y'all are just insane, bro. Exactly, Roland. Questioning a 4-time finals MVP on what it takes to win. What are we even talking about? If we had to rank who is to blame on the Lakers, LeBron James's name would be last on the list. He would be the last on the list. Like I said, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to dumb the conversation down, right, to talk about LeBron James because you want the pressure to be taken off of Luka and Austin Reeves. I'm not gonna let y'all do that. You can't have it both ways. You can't say it's Luka and Reeves' team, and then when they get their asses beat, you want to say, well, what about LeBron's defense? What about LeBron's defense, Reggie? Yo, Reg, is LeBron gonna play any defense? Shut your bitch ass up! Fucking stupid, man. Y'all get up here every day talking about, it's Luka and Reeves' team. LeBron's the third option. He's 41. He sucks now. Austin Reeves is better than him. And then when we play a good team and Austin Reeves gets his ass beat, then y'all want to talk what about LeBron's defense, Reggie? You're right. Talk about LeBron's defense. The fuck up, nigga. Is it Austin Reeves' team or not? Is it Luka's team or not? Like, make up your fucking mind. All y'all do is tell me how LeBron's the third option and how he's 41 and he needs to take a back seat to Luka and Reeves. And then when they get their asses beat, first thing y'all doing is blaming LeBron. Make it make sense. Y'all want to have it both ways. No, y'all said LeBron need to take a back seat. That's what my GOAT is doing. He's taking a back seat to you bitches. And every time y'all get y'all ass beat, y'all want to come blaming somebody else. Just like the pussies you are. Always blaming somebody else because you can't fight. It ain't our fault you ain't got no hands. Fucking hoe ass nigga. You want to come blame LeBron because Austin Reeves can't fight. He's a bitch. I mean, how is that my GOAT's problem? You remember when Kris Dunn of the Clippers punked Luka and Jaxson Hayes had to step in because Luka can't fight? That's y'all problem. Y'all ain't got no hands. Y'all soft as cotton. But what about LeBron? But LeBron don't play any defense. Shut your bitch ass up! Y'all are pathetic, bro. Every time Reeves gets his ass beat, here y'all want to come crying about LeBron. But LeBron. It's like y'all start glitching. It's like y'all computer shut down whenever Reeves gets. It's like y'all computer shuts down whenever Reeves gets his ass beat. But whenever he plays a bad team and he scores 29, here y'all come dick riding. But as soon as he have a bad game against a good team, y'all want to start calling for LeBron to come save you. Man, y'all are clowns, man. LeBron ain't finna come save y'all. Y'all gotta fight. You gotta fight. Your daddy LeBron can't save you every night. Y'all be the main ones talking shit too. You got this clown Reeves. He the main one running up and down the court, putting his arms out like he's a superstar now. Yelling at the referees because he didn't get a foul call. Like, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You ain't no fucking superstar, pussy. Luka and Reeves yesterday, all they did all game was foul bait. And then when they didn't get the call, they turn around to the referees. They trying to get they white zebra daddy to come save them. They need the zebra boys to come save them. Man, y'all are straight bitches, man. Play basketball. You missed the shot, you fucking hoe. Now get back on defense, pussy. Soon as Luka throw up a shot and it don't go in, he turning around looking at the referee to call a foul for him. This nigga don't even want to play basketball. You don't even want to bang. Nigga, you gotta bang. Like, this is LA. You gotta bang. What are you thinking about? What are you doing? You gotta bang. This is LA. I mean, did anybody tell him what LA represents, what this is about? Or does he not know? This is LA, pussy. You gotta catch a fade. You gotta squabble. Are you dumb? This ain't Slovakia, bitch. The fuck is wrong with this white boy? What do you think this is? This ain't fucking Dallas, nigga. This is LA. Are you ready to squabble or not? Pussy, if you're not ready to squabble, get off the team, man. Straight up, man. At this point, that should be a requirement to play for the Lakers. You got to get jumped in. You got to get jumped in. Straight up. If you ain't willing to hold your own and get jumped in to play for the Lakers, you should not be allowed to play for the Lakers. It's that simple. I'm tired of these soft-ass white boys. Every time they get fouled, they want to turn to the referee. What about your foul? Call the foul! Call the foul! Hey! Call the foul! Every fucking play, you crying for a foul. You're a hoe. You ain't LeBron, nigga. LeBron can cry for fouls, nigga. Kobe could cry for fouls. Jordan could cry for fouls. You ain't done nothing. Who do you think you are? But that's the problem with the NBA. Because they pay these niggas before they ever do anything. And that is the problem. So they get paid like they're some superstar. So now they run around acting like they're some superstar. Fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't no fucking Kobe Bryant, bitch. Get your white ass back on D and stop fucking bitching. Nigga walking around like he's Kobe Bryant. Hey! Foul! Go to foul! Go to foul! Hey, ref! I'm him!
Shut your bitch ass up!
Y'all let this weak ass white boy on the team. This nigga ain't caught not one squabble. Nigga, I'll be the first one to nominate myself, nigga. I want to squabble with Austin Reeves, nigga. I think he's pussy. I'm sorry. I think he's pussy. I do. I think he's pussy. I'll be the first one to nominate myself. Send this to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves, this is Reggie from the locker room. Personally, I think you're a bitch. I think you're a bitch ass nigga. And I want to squabble. I don't think he's tough at all, folks. Honestly. I think it's all a gimmick. It's all a game. No. I moved to LA at what, 21? I moved to LA at 21, folks. You got to earn your stripes out there, man. You got to get into a couple of squabbles, man. You're going to get tried out there. It just is what it is. I've had to squabble out in LA, folks. I've had to squabble. Nigga tried me at work one day. I had to get into a squabble with a nigga. He's about 55. He looked like a Eazy-E He looked like one of them niggas from the 80s from LA. He had the long, Easy-E hairstyle with the Jerry curl. He looked like one of them niggas from the 80s, like one of them Easy-E type niggas. He tried me at work. We had to squabble. We had to get down. That's the nature of LA. If you're not willing to squabble, you got to get the fuck, nigga. It's the home of the gangbangers. Niggas do all that shit talking. That's why Dennis Schroeder slapped him. You do all that talking, but you don't want to squabble. Y'all niggas be some bitches, man. Stop trash talking then. Stop talking. You didn't, nigga, Dennis Schroeder slapped him. Y'all forgot about it. They swept that under the rug, didn't they, chat? They swept that part under the rug. Yeah. Look at this, folks. Look at this. They swept this part under the rug. This is what they do in white media. This is what they do in white media. They sweep it under the rug. Look at this, folks. Markieff Morris says Dennis Schroeder had hands on Luka Doncic and they had to pull him off. He said, Markieff Morris says, quote, when I got the call and they said Cuz put hands on him, I don't put that past Dennis. He put hands on him and niggas had to grab Schroeder and all this. From what I was told, they said big fella DeAndre Ayton grabbed Schroeder and pulled him to the side. He put hands on that boy. Y'all be talking, oh, Luka's a killer. Luka's so cold. Look at Luka. He's trash talking on the court. Nigga's a full-blown bitch. Fake tough guy. What did I say? I created a graphic. What did I say in the graphic, folks? Fake tough guy. Soft. Jaylen Brown owns me. Come on, man. This ain't Slovakia, you hoe-ass nigga. Niggas talking about they taking over the league. Nigga, please. We'll beat your ass before we let you take over our league. Fuck is this nigga talking about? We'll beat the fuck out of you, nigga. That's what they told Austin Reeves. They said, yo, this is what Naz Reid, Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, this is what they told Austin Reeves last year in the playoffs. They said, if you drive this fucking ball in this hole, nigga, we gonna slap you in the back of your fucking head, nigga. That boy Austin Reeves stopped driving that ball. And then Trevor Lane trying to cap for him, talking about his big toe was hurting. No, that nigga knew what time it was. He saw Rudy Gobert down there. He saw Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid. He made a business decision. He stopped driving that basketball. Yeah. I've been calling this shit out, bro. Y'all be thinking this stuff is about basketball, bro. This is about boys and men. Luka and Reeves are little boys, man. They're not ready for this shit, bro. Y'all have watered this game down, bro. This is a man's league, bro. And y'all wonder why y'all can't win a game. You wonder why you can't win a playoff series ever since you put Reeves on the floor. This ain't a game for little kids, man. Y'all don't understand this, though. This isn't a game for children. You're going to get your ass beat playing around acting tough, nigga. We saw what Naz Reid did to Austin Reeves last year. What did he do? What did he say to him? Hold on. Let me show you guys again. Naz Reid, Austin Reeves. Y'all keep thinking this is about basketball. Niggas will beat your ass by the fucking championship, nigga. Niggas ain't playing games with y'all. Nigga, this is for all the marbles. This is for the title. Nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass about this championship, nigga. Naz Reid said, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out you, nigga. I'll slap the dog. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me like that, Nas. Shut the fuck up. Nas Reese said, nigga, I'll slap the dog shit out of you, pussy. Nas Reese said, I'll slap the dog shit out of you, pussy. Fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? I will slap the dog shit out of you, nigga. That nigga said, I'll slap you, nigga. You know how disrespectful it is for a nigga to slap you? That nigga has no respect for him. Folks, I'm done, bro. I'm done, man. I'm done. I've said, like I said, if you guys don't get it by now, then you're just never gonna get it. Laker fans, I'm sorry. You're not winning with Luka and Reeves. It's just never gonna happen. I will bet anybody in this chat, I will bet you $10,000 you're never winning a championship with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. It's just never going to happen. I know that for a fact. So, folks, that's all I got, man, on this particular show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Y'all do me a favor, folks, and drop a like on the video. Like I said, man, people are starting to speak up and speak out about, these frauds on the Lakers, man, especially Luka. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to CPA Joe. Shout out to Hilltop Shaq. Shout out to Will W. And shout out to Tax the Prophet, man. Shout out to Philip in the chat. Will, Roland, James, Dacater, Roy Jet, Styling, Black Logic, Ashmere, JJ. He said, shout out to 4 Extra. You have to get all your fades out the way. I'm telling you, niggas don't understand how it goes in LA, bro. I'm telling you. Niggas don't understand this shit, bro. You gotta be a man in California, bro. It ain't no guns out there. Niggas got guns out there, but you're not allowed to have them really like that. It's kind of like New York. You're not really allowed to have guns like that. It's not like the South where everybody's, got a gun. It's an open carry state. It ain't like that in LA. You gonna have to squabble. You gonna have to be a man out there. And I think Luka, like I said, he's used to just kind of talking shit, but he's not really used to backing it up. So moving forward, like I said, if I were him, I would probably just keep my mouth shut, knowing you're not really with the bullshit, because certain guys are just not really gonna tolerate you just kind of talking crazy all the time. So yeah, I don't know why you keep shouting out Low, dude. What is wrong with you, man? Why are you on Low's dick? I mean, why are you in my chat talking about fat ass Low? I don't understand. Fuck Low. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Y'all keep bringing this nigga up. Stop bringing him up in my chat, dude. That's your final warning, bro. This nigga's talking about shout out to Low. Don't mention his name again, because I will block your goofy ass. We don't give a fuck about Low over here. You can go dick ride his fat ass on his channel. All right? Thank you, pussy. Shout out to King J. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in, bro. Folks, I got to get up out of here, man. I will catch you guys on the next one. Shout out to Armani. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Miracle Yang. Shout out to Ricky Life. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. But yeah, that's all I got, folks. Like I said, y'all be sure to drop a like on the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Look at what little old me found, written by Bleacher Report. Bleacher fucking Report wrote an article in 2018 saying Kobe Bryant was the player of the decade. I didn't say that. That's lying-ass Bleacher Report that said that in 2018. Now, I want to read what Bleacher Report had to say, because these are some lying motherfuckers. They are some lying bastards. All of them. Should I pull up a full-time LeBron jock sniffer and show you his... See, now y'all gonna make me do it to y'all, man. Nobody juggles LeBron's balls more than this dude right here. Nobody. This dude is a full-time ball juggler. Where's his... He deleted a lot of his videos because he's an idiot. He goes on the internet and starts cursing like a crazy person. And then he gets his videos deleted because he's an idiot. Let me show y'all his videos. LeBron fans, look. Look. Where are these magical views that are coming from LeBron? Look. Look. This is a LeBron sniffer. Look at him. Look, we can just keep going. It's LeBron every single day. LeBron. Look. Every single second. So where are all these views? Where are all these views that y'all are talking about? Y'all saying, oh, Dreamers Pro is making money because he talking about LeBron. Okay, so where the views at? You had bitch-ass Suzette. His bitch ass. Talking about, oh, man, you know, Dreamers Pro, he bugging. Where you at, Suzette? Where you at? With your bitch ass, where you at? Where you at, Suzette? I tried to rock with you, but then I realized you was a sucker. Do you know how I know you're a sucker, Suzette? Because you were making fun jokes about, Charles is living in a tree. He's Nigerian, and he's living in a tree, and he's living in a tree, and he's living in a hut, and blah, 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 making all of these racist jokes, right? Making all of these racist jokes. Then I asked Suzette, where are you from? He goes, I'm born in New York. No, where's your family from? But they're from Haiti. But then invite somebody on his show from the Caribbean that has a Caribbean accent and starts making fun of the person with a Caribbean accent.
This should be embarrassed.
That's like me inviting an African on, or not African, a Ghanaian or a Nigerian or whoever, a West African on this show and start laughing at his accent. That's how bitch-ass Suzette is. That's Suzette. That's him. He's laughing at somebody with an accent from the islands, but his family's from the islands. Suzette, that's my daughter. If some of y'all know who that is, y'all know who that is. For those of y'all who don't know, that's my daughter, Suzette. You asking who that is, that's my daughter, Suzette. He's not even my son, that's my daughter. For those of y'all who know, you know. That's not my son, he's my daughter, Suzette. He's not even man enough to be my son, he's my daughter, Suzette.